Hey collectors, Anthony from Hasselnut here, and today we're going to take a look at two Dragon Ball Evolved figures. Trunks, technically the Prince of Saiyans, if Vegeta would ever promote himself, and of course Gogeta, which is the combination of Vegeta and Goku using the Potara earrings. Obviously he's Super Saiyan Blue, and he's in Super Saiyan, and of course this is from they're both from the appearances in Dragon Ball Super. So we're going to take a look at these when we come back. And in front of us is all of the Dragon Ball Evolved characters that I have. The four from the previous video, of course, from left to right, is the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, Golden Frieza, Jiren, and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And of course, in front, we have Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta or Super Saiyan Blue, if you want to, make it easier. And that is what I'm going to call him if I call him it again in the future. And then Super Saiyan Trunks. And Trunks is the first one to come with an accessory. Now these figures are $10 USD, so they're not super expensive. They're released by Bandai, licensed through Toy. So, I mean, don't expect miracles out of them. Now, I think these guys are all like two from each different wave. So there's like wave 1, wave 2, and then I think Trunks and Gogeta's wave 3. I'm not 100% sure on which is wave, which is which. You'll notice they've released, or maybe you're aware of, they've released multiple Gokus. You see in the back of the picture here, on the back of their boxes, we see Goku is Cell Ultra Instinct sign. The only difference between him and the normal Goku is the eye color. Not interested, but it looks like Target has an exclusive Ultra Instinct Perfected, or whatever the name is for it, or Mastered. So you can get him with gray hair. I haven't seen him in store, and he's not available online, so I haven't picked him up. Now I have some figures from the original Bandai line back in the 90s, and they have definitely aged. The coloring, and here's Goku. The coloring and just the mismatch and darkening, and his plastic has become so weird that it's picked up like this weird dust that I cannot seem to just get rid of. And it is disturbing, but he also only has like articulation in the ankles, the arms, and that's it. The head doesn't move, the waist doesn't move. Originally this shirt piece came off, but I glued it together because I got tired of losing it. So compare him to Trunks, and he's actually the right height. Compare him to Vegeta. He might be a little too short. Compare him to Gogeta, right height. Broly, maybe a little too tall. So, I mean, the differences are night and day on the posability, because these guys have like something along the lines of 20 points of articulation where he had 5. Now, moving Vegeta or Goku over, here's Vegito from the same series, and then he is just gathered in dust too. The articulation on him is literally just his arms, and it's barely that. And again, the shirt came off. I believe I glued it together, and he is much taller than Gogeta. And I mean, I haven't seen a Vegito figure. I wonder if they've released it yet. Because what I would love to see is a Goku Black Rose, because that would be awesome to add to the set. I'm trying to think of who else they could include. They could Whis, Barris. They can have Krillin and stuff. I don't know. Now, like Krillin and 18 should be a pack together.
We've seen you asking, what is TubeBuddy? TubeBuddy is designed to help you save time, get more views, and do more on YouTube. TubeBuddy is a browser extension, but most people say a browser plugin. It's like Grammarly or Honey. It adds extra options to your web browser. In TubeBuddy's case, we add tools directly on top of YouTube. After installing TubeBuddy, simply go to youtube.com and you'll see our features right inside YouTube with this TubeBuddy logo right here. All you need to do is sign in.
So let's take a closer look at these guys. I will start with Gogeta. His hair is nice and shiny. I don't know how well that is seen on here. Now, his clothes are like not attached to his body per se, but they are like just stuck on because you'd have to tear them apart to take the clothes off. or at least the vest, you should say. The pants are, of course, the color of his legs. That is it. Articulation is just a ball joint here, a regular joint here, ball joints here and here. His waist, his chest, his head, his arm, his hands actually kind of wave and then they twist and then they bend here at the elbow, and you can adjust them up and down here in this socket here, which also I think there's a ball joint. I mean, these guys are wholly posable. The problem is that they're not as tight as they possibly could be, but again, they're a $10 figure. And you can see from the back here that there's specific poses that they're made to be able to do. And trying to do the Kamehameha wave, or the Kamehameha Big Bang, I guess. Anyway, Trunks is the first one to have a figure. The problem is his figure is first one to have a weapon, I should say. But the problem is the weapon is limp. This is his sword, and it looks like he's battering up here. But yeah, it is not. It's not it's fairly soft. But on the plus side, you can put it away, and we are going to. So, same type of articulation, and of course this piece is on here. It kind of reminds me of GT Trunks with the scarf. What is with him and ascots? Anyway, posability ball joint here, knees, the two parts here on his thigh, because different directions. Same thing with Gogeta. All of them are the same posability. Waist. Oh, he just came apart, but you see the ball joint here, and to see if I can put his belt back on. I'm going to assume it's like this, and bloop. Again, $10 toy, man. And yeah, it looks cool. Oh, he is just coming apart. Oh, everywhere. Tragedy. Okay. Oh, he's coming apart in multiple pieces. No! Trunks, get it together, man. You're supposed to be the prince of the prince. Okay, well, so let's compare him, Trunks here, to his father, Vegeta. And I think comparatively they are about the same height, so this isn't off. I think Trunks might be a little bit taller. I mean, a little bit. I believe Trunks is taller than Vegeta is typically in the cartoon, except for obviously little Trunks. He's definitely not taller. Speaking of little Trunks, here's little Gotenks. And of course, same thing as the other ones, just very limited articulation, just the two arms here and the head. And of course, he is also dealing with the fading and the dirt collection. I don't know why. So let's take a little bit of a closer look at Trunks. And as I said, he's the only one with the sword, and that is pretty cool. We compare him to Gogeta here, and you can see all the common body parts. So obviously, all the figures are more or less treated the same. You see a lot of commonalities. There's very different, variations, whatever. And then we have to assume that his belt is on just like his belt is. And I just really enjoy. They're a cheap collector's hobby bit. Just, you don't need a lot of money to get these guys. Like, this is literally $60 right here plus tax for 6 figures. I remember in the old days, I think there used to be like $16 for the old line of these figures. I don't know what's changed. Maybe scale of economy, they've gotten easier to make, so they've actually gotten cheaper. But I also remember back in the 80s when Ninja Turtles were $4 a piece. But compared to like the current Transformers line generations, it's like $23 for a deluxe figure. So, if you want to do side collecting, like Transformers is my primary, Dragon Ball is my secondary. Now, these guys are awesome. I don't know, they seem better than the previous ones, although you saw them, they fall apart easy. They're $10 figures for Pete's sake. But I just love the ease of collectability, the low cost. If you're willing, because they have these all-star line or whatever that is like $20, $30 a figure. But there's nothing wrong with these guys. You can put them back together if they fall apart. which I know is something funny to say, but they look good on a shelf. You put them in little display. You don't even have to touch them. It's just that you look at these poses, man. I got a Big Bang Kamehameha and a sword swipe just ready to go. And I'm frankly surprised they're standing up on this turntable. But tell me in the comments, do you like the Dragon Ball? Which one's your favorite? The original, Z, GT, Super? Your preference on movies? Favorite characters? Just let me know in the comments. With that said, tell me in the comments your thoughts on these items. Did you get them? And how was your experience with them? Thanks for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe.